I'm here today with Matt from Freedom One Life.
Hello.
Tell me if I'm right, because sometimes I get the name wrong after all this. Trying out their Series 5 chair. Matt, firstly, can you tell everybody what are the main characteristics on this chair that you feel is a selling point for people when it comes to looking at the chair?
Yeah, so a lot of the key features on the chair are inspired by Alex's own experiences when he had a Powerchair, throughout his life.
And Alex is
the founder of the company.
Okay.
Started, I think it was about 10 years ago. Started designing his own chairs. When he wasn't satisfied with...
Will it go down a curb?
It will, yes. You can do up to 10 centimetre curbs.
Wow.
To make sure you're sort of straight on.
Okay, spare me a minute while I try and
go
forwards.
Just pull it round. Just keep going, then I straighten up a bit. Yeah, and you just proceed.
Really?
Yeah.
Just straight forward.
Yep, just straight, steady.
As far as I know, I'm just pushing forwards.
Yep, you're fine. So just go.
Bloody hell. Okay.
And that, in fact, is one of the main selling points, is because of the powerful motors, up to 44 newton meters of torque, and the large wheels, you can do up to 10 centimeters of curb climb.
I mean, I wasn't as bad as I thought it would be for landing, because bearing in mind that, as you said to me, it doesn't really have a suspension as such, does it? Can you explain that?
And part of the design sort of characteristics of the chair is to keep it as low maintenance as possible. So in doing that, we decided to not have a sort of an active suspension, because that can degrade over time. It adds to repair costs, maintenance costs, everything like that. So the actual tyres themselves act as the shock absorbers of the chair. They're about 5 to 10 psi, depending on the type of tyre that you have. But they cushion any lumps and bumps, or as you experienced back there, coming off the curb.
It was a bit of a drop. I wasn't really expecting it. So when people come to look at the chair, because by the way, the chair will be at the NADEX exhibition.
Yes, it will.
The dates are, because Matt's going to remember and I won't.
I believe it's...
There you go. Well done. Okay, so with the base level of the chair, how much would people be expected to pay for an entry level One Life?
So the Series 5 starts at 14,600.
Yeah.
And then you can then add on any of the powered seating options. So that starting price does come without the powered seating and any attachments you may need. But spec it up and have it built to those standards.
So what's the top speed that this chair will do?
So the top speed is 12 kilometers an hour. That's about 7.5 miles an hour.
Okay. And distance?
Distance. So just the actual range we advertise that is 40 kilometers. That's about 25 miles. Now that's actually the real world range. So we've actually tested it to over 53 kilometers in sort of pristine conditions. But naturally, that's not true to everyday life, where you've got hills, different speeds, navigating public transport and everything. So that real world range is probably about 40 kilometers when you account for all of that. But we are confident, and that is the minimum expected range, rather than something that we hope it can do. And that's due to the lithium battery that we've got in the chair.
Yes. So you say obviously about Alex. So Alex designed the chair because, as you say, he's a T5. Was it T5 spinal injury? Thank you so much.
He's actually he was born with cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
Has been using a powered wheelchair for pretty much most of his life, and really likes to travel as well, which is sort of why he made sure the Series 5 is compliant to be taken abroad via plane.
So what are the extras people can have on the chair?
So it does have raise and tilt of the seat.
So
it's up to 30 centimetres of raise and 45 degree tilt. there's also, and this is a new feature for 2025, is the recline, which we can do electric and manual. So if you do want to have it electric, it does cost slightly more, but there is the option there for people to sort of save a few pennies and have it as more of a manual option. And then there is also electric feet raise as well, which is also one of the new features. And then people can...
I'm going to put it through that as soon as I get onto there. I'm
fine.
out the way of everybody else. Will it cope with this?
Yes, there is a technique to it.
Go on.
I'd say. So you want to get up fairly close but not touching. And then just go forward smoothly, just sort of go full whack.
Oh, full whack.
Keep going.
I am.
So you need to keep going once you're on. So it's probably best to come off and go again. So once the front wheels are in the air, or sort of onto the curb.
Nobody.
You're good, I believe.
Okay. This time,
So it's going to have
as if you're going
more.
up. No.
It's got anti-tip wheels at the back. There you go.
Whoa! that was. You know how you say that thing up and over? That's how it felt. Was up and over.
So yeah, it is.
Good.
There is a technique to it, and you do get much better, and you can do it, slow and controlled once you've done it a few times.
Yes, right, Matt. Can you talk me through the whole layout for this particular chair?
Yep. So, and just a quick word on the actual controller.
Yep.
So it's our own design, our own software, our own hardware, and it is sort of made from die-cast aluminium. So it really is built to take a heavy blow, rather than plastic, which can break. Because naturally,
I know
it's something that pokes out. So if you're going to hit something, this tends to hit it first. You can sort of see, as this is our demonstration chair, it has taken a few knocks on the other side, but it is really built quite strongly, and this is completely touchscreen. Now it's sealed twice, and therefore is completely waterproof, so you can pour a bottle of water on it. I wouldn't do it now because then you get covered.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is my arm in the way, Andy?
No, it's fine. Yeah, so I'll take you through this now. So you've got horn, the lights, which I think are actually currently on.
I think so too.
Seeing whilst we've driven over here, the hazards there.
Andy, can you see the hazards on behind when he puts them on?
So it's quite bright. So the hazards are just down here. It's quite bright.
I love that. He's filmed everywhere but where the hazards were. This is going to be hilarious. Okay.
And then indicators for both sides. That's your speedometer. You can have it in miles per hour or kilometers per hour. I can show you how to change that in a minute. And then this is your battery percentage as well. So yeah, rather than having that red, yellow, green system, you can know confidently what your battery percentage is. We do advise sort of keep it above 20%.
I was just about to ask you, so you got there first.
That 20 to 80% takes about 3 hours to charge. But if you do go completely empty, that like 0 to full, you're more looking at about 8 hours. When you do plug it into charge, and I can show you how to do that in a second.
Yeah.
It will tell you exactly how long's left remaining. So if you plug it in, yeah, you know what to do. So then you have the seating controls here. Do you want to do these now? Or,
yes, please. So now we have leg rest raise.
Yes.
Tilt.
Yeah.
And you hold that, don't you?
Yes. So you push the icon to then get to the
tilt. Okay. So this is forwards. This is going back down again.
So at the moment you are all the way forward. So if you want to tilt back.
Oh right, it's that one.
Do the left arrow.
Okay, I'm off. Literally off. This will be almost as funny as the one I did in mine. Still a good recline. So if you went to the cinema, this is what I would call a good position.
Yeah.
Because that's what I always relate to it as a cinema seat. Back down again. And right, I know how to take it up, judging by what you've told me. And hold that one.
So the option to hold, or you can hit the auto button,
which I will.
And that will then just go up on its own. No.
Auto down.
Yeah, and you can still drive whilst you're doing this. I believe that function's not turned on at the moment.
Okay, that's fine.
Settings.
That's okay. Don't worry. If it's not on there.
There you go. Driving plus powered seating. So you can flick that on, and then if you're going down, then you can now operate the chair.
So I can still go.
Yeah. So say if you enter the building and there's something you want to be raised up by at the other side, you can rise as you drive rather than getting there and then going up.
Now I was going to say, does it have a safety feature that doesn't allow for it being up high when going up a hill? Or does it just state you shouldn't do that?
Yeah, it's more just states that you should do that.
That's fine.
We do a speed limiter that kicks in.
Yeah.
Once you're above a certain height or past a certain tilt angle, and that limits you to 4 kilometers an hour. It's about 2 miles an hour.
Okay. And when it comes to the tyres and the front wheels, how long would you expect them to last with somebody using it every day, all day?
So we've had one of our existing customers, I think in a year he did over about 3,000, 4,000 miles.
Yep.
And then he requested new tyres, which we can either do.
Are they very expensive to get new tyres?
So a set would be about £140.
Okay.
But some people do actually have both a set of outdoor tyres and a set of the hybrids. On the chair is currently the hybrid tyre. Gets a little bit better grip on flat surfaces.
Yes.
But it still performs extremely well outdoors. And then you've got the outdoor tyre, which is for the super deep, muddy stuff. So if you get punctures, so we can do a puncture-resistant tyre sealant treatment where we inject it into the tyres. Gives you about an extra 5-6 centimetres of puncture resistance. The rear tyres are naturally puncture resistant because they are so low pressure, and the tyre walls are quite thick. And then even if they are punctured, the rear tyres, you can still drive on them for a fair few kilometres, sort of like run flats.
Okay.
On a BMW, whatever.
Now, with it being lithium, is it able to go on an aeroplane? And if so, what are the safety measures it needs to have?
So, as I mentioned before, Alex quite likes to travel quite a bit.
Yes.
So he does do a fair few flights. Also,
that's not a big curb, Andy. Nobody coming, is there? Okay, speed up and off you go. It's smoother with the outdoor mode on than it was with the indoor mode. Footrests on mine go to the floor mat. Now, I know that this one doesn't at the moment. The same as you said to me that there's always room for tweaking so you can get it to be what the client wants.
Yeah. So we have some very, very clever engineers. Freedom One Life always love a challenge. Naturally, everyone is different. Everyone's needs are different. You know, you can't really have a one-size-fits-all powered wheelchair.
Not possible.
So I come to them saying this person needs this for this reason. But yeah, if you wanted a way to sort of do the foot plate, I'm sure my colleagues would find a very good solution for you. Bag installed on the back.
Okay.
They're just here and they're curved, so you can fit either like a backpack on there or just like normal shopping. We can also do hooks under the armrest. Quite a lot of our attachments are born from customer requests that we then make available for other customers. So one lady in particular wanted a trailer to use.
Really?
She's at sort of fairs and events which are on a field. She can put something in the trailer and keep driving. Obviously you can't use a trailer on pavement with a wheelchair. That's not allowed, but if using it in like a field or something, that's now available for people to buy because she requested it. We designed it.
How much can it tow?
Pardon?
How much can it tow if you have a trailer on the back?
So the weight limit's about 40 kilos. So it's not a huge trailer, it's just like a small one.
Yeah.
Like that you'd attach to a bicycle or something.
Yes.
But yeah, there's things like that where we can do like a cane holder or a stick holder or a crutch, whatever you want. That was again
What is the warranty like for a chair like this? So I know that manufacturer's warranty usually lasts a year, but what does your manufacturer give?
So we do a 3-year warranty,
Yep. And is that all part and parcel of buying the chair?
Yes, so that comes as standard.
Yep.
Even if you bought just a standard chair with nothing else, you'd still get the 3-year warranty.
Yep.
And we'll do our best to get you back up and running. So naturally, our company is run by someone who is a powered wheelchair user, so he understands what it's like to be out of action. Should something go wrong. So I think that the longest turnaround time has been about a week, and that's only if we need to take the chair back up to Glasgow where we manufacture them and get it fixed. But if we can, either send myself or one of our engineers out and get it sorted as soon as possible.
For instance, if you wanted to have the extras, i.e. you want the recline, you want the tilt, you want the leg rests, you want the rise and fall, how much would somebody be looking at?
So I've done a quote for someone before, which they essentially just wanted everything possible.
Yeah.
And that came in at around 24,500.
Okay.
That's with all the powered seating functions, all the attachments, custom colour as well, because we can do any colour that you want. So this one here is like an electric blue. We do have some standard colours which you can just choose. But yeah, if you show us a colour, we'll get the chair sprayed.
Oh yeah.
Colour, including some very funky pearlescent numbers, which we.
Right. Okay. So here we go. Keep her going. Keep her going. Keep going. Keep
going. There we go.
Well,
wasn't the smoothest I've seen, but you certainly got.
Now at the minute you've got a central footrest. Does it have the capability to have a wider footrest or separate footrests?
So swing away footrests is definitely an option. I've actually got some in my van because you can't really see, but there is actually two. There's one of these on either side. So because this is the demonstration chair, if someone needs a swing away footrest.
Yes, I did see those. I wasn't sure what they were for. So for people who want to look into the chair more, what's the website address?
That's the website is freedomonelife.com. That's freedom one spelled O-N-E. It's all one word. Feel free to email myself either as well. It's matt@freedomonelife.com.
Okay.
And I'll be more than happy to get in touch and potentially, if you want as well, do a demonstration at your home or a place of your choice. I've got
first time then. Keep going. Keep going. Go.
Oh, that was much smoother. Battery isolation key. That makes it compliant with air travel because the battery is protected, non-removable within the chair. So you just flick that key, and you can actually remove that key as well, which means no one else can turn it on, which is a safety feature in itself. And then there's a lever here. You can push it into freewheel mode, and then transfer into the aisle chair or however you're boarding the aircraft, and then they will take it away. Something that is quite useful as well is this exposed frame here as well, the exposed chassis. It gives them something to hang on to.
Now these armrests also swing away, don't they? I can't demonstrate that, but
so
I know
they swing
you
up.
can.
Swing up. Yeah, so if you are transferring or anything, so they swing up and they swing behind the backrest as well to give you complete access to the side, and that's true for both of them as well.
And Matt's going to tell you the range of cloth coverings you can have for your seat, because I found this very interesting, so off you go.
So we can either do our waterproof material, which is our most popular because it's easy to clean. And
is that what this is?
This is our waterproof material, yeah. So when it's out in the rain, it's waterproof. We also do a breathable mesh, which gives better ventilation, which is also, if you do opt for that, it's no extra cost. Or you can, if you do so want, purchase our faux leather seating, or as we discussed earlier, vegan leather.
Yep, vegan leather.
Your own seating or backrest. That's your occupational therapist or physiotherapist want you to use. We can integrate that into the Series 5. So I can't show you to you now because you're sitting in it, but that cushion is easily removable, and then you can attach your own cushion onto there quite easily. As far as it is great indoors. It's compact. It has that ability, but also climbing curbs, as you did earlier, is much more difficult with a mid-rear drive.
It's a docking system in this.
Yes, so when you order a Series 5, you do have the option to make it compliant with Q-Straint system, which essentially just means we make it ready so that if you are fitting the docking system to it, the Q-Straint one, the manufacturer can come and do that for you nice and easily. We also can fit the dowel system. So Joe's asked me to quickly show, because once we finish filming, we went inside and we're talking about the Series 5 and the different sort of USPs that I wasn't able to mention earlier. One of which is our onboard charging feature, which basically means the actual power supply box that normally comes with your typical powered wheelchair is built into the Series 5. So all you need to charge the Series 5 is this small cable, I don't know if you can see, which is, for one, easily sourced from anywhere, just a hardware shop or even online, Amazon Prime if you want. Yeah, so you just need to take this small cable with you and you can plug it into the mains, straight into the chair, because like I said, we built that charging box into the Series 5.
Now, whereabouts on the chair, without Andy swinging around and showing the whole of my lounge, is the charging point?
So the charging point is on the opposite side of the battery isolation key. So it's a similar panel, just on the other side of the chair.
So
It's there. It's right there.
yes, if for any reason, because at the moment I find, for me, for charging, this is only me, so it's personal, I find that having my charging point here means that when I go to plug in overnight, I can then physically push it in myself. Otherwise, I've got to ask somebody else to do it. Now, you've got the charging point down there. Is there any reason whether it can be moved to somewhere else, or is that the only place the charging point can be?
So I've actually had someone come to me with this before, whilst I was doing a demonstration, and I went back to our engineers. We did come up with a solution whereby they're able to essentially extend the cable almost so that it was still internal to the chair, and then have a hole within the body of the chair where the cable can then be sort of close to.
Matt, I want to thank you